As Secretary and Clerk, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you on this lovely afternoon to this most beautiful cathedral. And we do thank the Dean and Chapter for their permission in allowing us to hold this graduation ceremony in the cathedral. Welcome to this graduation ceremony. Graduation ceremonies began in the 15th century and follow a tradition which has evolved over the years. Roughly speaking, graduation means taking a step. And graduation symbolizes the move of the former student, now called a graduand, into a new role in wider society as a graduate, there to use the talents developed as a member of this academic society. Each graduand will cross the stage and shake hands with the Vice-Chancellor to symbolize their transition to this new role, and we will applaud them for their success so far and in anticipation of their contribution to society in future. At the end of the ceremony, the Vice-Chancellor will formally admit all those who have crossed the stage, symbolizing that each and every graduate is now incorporated into the community of scholars. As new members of this community, as the academic procession leaves the stage, the new graduates will join the procession, and that will conclude the proceedings. It is now time to begin our formal proceedings, and so I hereby declare the ceremony to be in session, and I call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Michael Thorne, to address you. Vice-Chancellor.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to welcome you all here today to join in this special day, a day in which we celebrate your achievements, the class of 2015. For most of us, graduation is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, so we do hope you will enjoy it. But perhaps those here today whom it will most please are those who supported you during your studies: parents, partners, children, and friends. To all of you we say, we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much for your part in our success. You may have heard the news that we were declared UK Entrepreneurial University of the Year by the Times Higher Education magazine. The citation for the award listed a particular set of our achievements: the delivery of our degree-level programs in the workplace for such international brands as Timberland, Specsavers, UPS, Harrods, Volvo, Wilmot Dixon, Barclays Bank, the Army, Navy and Air Force, the Port of Tilbury and Tamdown Triconics. The steps we take to enable our own students to graduate and start their own businesses, and the fact that through our subsidiary, Ixion Holdings, we have helped more than 8,900 long-term unemployed people start their own businesses, more than 70% of which have passed the all-important 6 months survival test. The help we've given governments who wish to improve their rate of new business creation in Romania, South Africa and Uruguay. The success of our postgraduate medical institute, set up as a partnership with all the hospitals in Essex, among others. Not only its success in research, we're running £5 million worth of clinical trials, but also because it now offers 5 master's degrees in surgery. And it recognised the establishment of our science park, what we call the MedTech campus, which is 120 acres of land located in Chelmsford, Harlow and Southend-on-Sea, and which should lead to the creation of 12,500 jobs for Essex. The news of the award of Entrepreneurial University of the Year, and I do like saying that, came hot on the heels of the latest official statistics, which showed that an Anglia Ruskin graduate has a 9 out of 10 chance of getting a job, a better chance than most other graduates of securing a permanent job, and is likely to beat the average graduate salary, and all within 6 months of leaving us. Not to mention the outcome of the 2015 National Student Survey, in which our students expressed record levels of satisfaction with their courses and placed us in the top 20% of UK universities, both for lecturers who are good at explaining things and who make their subject interesting. In December 2014, the government announced the outcome of its most recent official assessment of university research nationwide. We increased our previous 8 areas of officially world-leading research to 12 areas of world-leading research. They are allied health professions, architecture and built environment, art and design, business and management studies, communication, cultural and media studies, English language and literature, geography and environmental studies, history, law, music, drama and dance, psychology, and social work and social policy. On the subject of research, our Global Sustainability Institute is a founding partner of the new Centre for the Understanding of Sustainable Prosperity, which was launched thanks to a £6 million research grant, hot on the heels of which came the announcement of a further £4 million to develop an energy modelling tool working with partners across the EU. Dr. Peter Brown from Life Sciences has published the history of how the harlequin ladybird has spread throughout the UK. The harlequin first arrived in the UK 10 years ago and is described as the most invasive ladybird on Earth. Our Faculty of Medical Science has won a research grant worth over £3 million to help mild dementia sufferers. Researchers will develop an electronic platform which will help patients stick to their treatment and share data with their carers and doctors. For the sixth consecutive year, the prestigious Macmillan Prize for Illustration was won by a student on our MA Children's Book Illustration course, Maisie Shearing. A fine art student, Ramona Zolodek, won the biggest student art prize in the UK, a £20,000 bursary, after claiming the Woon Art Prize. And our New York Times best-selling author and lecturer, Dr. Una McCormack, has written a new Doctor Who novel called Royal Blood, which has just been published by BBC Books. Professor Richard Aspinall, the director of our Health and Wellbeing Academy, has been awarded the Lord Cohen Medal for his contribution to research in ageing. The world's first online local shopping community solely for independent retailers has been launched in Cambridge, thanks to help from marketing students and their lecturers in the Lord Ashcroft International Business School. Called Hurry Here Now, the app connects local independent retailers with local shoppers, helping them to compete with large chains and online retailers. Dr. Nick Drydarkis's work on the effect of the current EU financial crisis on health and mental health has been published this year by Harvard University. His research has been much in our newspapers, especially that which showed that age discrimination against older people was rife amongst UK employers, and that gay and lesbian job seekers in the UK are less likely to be offered an interview. Our Faculty of Health, Social Care and Education is leading a study of a new app called ProAsk, which will allow parents to see if their baby has a higher risk of becoming overweight as they get older. And a former student played a key role in England's Ashes triumph this summer. Spin bowler Josh Poysden, who plays for Warwickshire, was substitute fielder against Australia in the third test at Edgbaston. Josh, a former sports coaching and physical education student, caught Mitchell Starc to end the Australian innings, and England sealed victory later that day. We now have over 16,000 students studying for Anglia Ruskin Awards off-site and at a variety of locations around the world. It's 25 years since we began delivering degrees in other countries, starting with College PTPL in Penang, Malaysia. Now we have students in Botswana, China, Germany, Hungary, India, Malaysia, Malta, Singapore, Sri Lanka and Trinidad. Over the last 10 years, we've spent more than £150 million on new buildings, and the most recent of these, for the Faculty of Health, Social Care and Education, opened earlier this month in Cambridge. During the summer, work started on our new £45 million building for the Faculty of Science, also in Cambridge, while major lab refurbishments took place in Chelmsford, ready for our new degrees in paramedic science and for pharmaceutical and physician associates. Now, before I close, I should like to take this opportunity to thank the members of the Board of Governors of Anglia Ruskin University and the Board of Globe Education for their unstinting support and advice. But most importantly of all, I want to take this opportunity to offer my deepest thanks to the staff of Anglia Ruskin University and Globe Education, each of whom, directly or indirectly, has made an enormous contribution to your success. Everyone here today owes all those staff a huge debt of gratitude, and I think we should show our appreciation in the normal way. Finally, to all of you receiving degrees, diplomas and certificates today, if you enjoy the occasion, there is a way of repeating this once-in-a-lifetime experience. Study for a higher level degree. No matter what, you have a lifetime of learning ahead of you. You join a long line of distinguished alumni, which includes Chan Abraham, CEO of the luminous Social Housing Group, Oliver Baines of Blake, who, having won Best New Album in the Classical Brits Awards, have now gone on to sell more than 500,000 albums. Lynn Berry, former CEO of the WRVS and now the chair of Breast Cancer Now. BB presenter and our lecturer, Ben Garrod. Charles Clark, former chair of the Association of Chief Police Officers. TV presenter Nick Crane of Coast, Mapman and Great British Journeys. Their honours Judge Margaret Fawcett and Judge Howard Kemp. Alexandra Pringle, editor-in-chief at the Bloomsbury Press, and Mark Wood, chair of the NSPCC. We're very proud of you. Best wishes for your future careers wherever they take you. Do please keep in touch with us. Anglia Ruskin University would not be the vibrant, exciting and ambitious university community that it is today without you. Thank you.
We now come to the presentation of those receiving awards today to the Vice-Chancellor, and I call upon Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Dean, Professor Gary Packham, to read the names of those who will be presented from the Lord Ashcroft International Business School, Globe Education Services.
Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present to you students from the Lord Ashcroft International Business School, Globe Education Services. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies are Bimpi Bakumi Adelakan, Zareb Ali, for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies, Asif Ahmed. Finley Shezam. Kishore Kumar Daraja. Yannick Kumar Nindi. Stephen Olawada Malili Oglo Benaru. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate Business Administration, Brenda Piwa Galaibi. For the award of Master of Business Administration, Amir Abbas. Sahid Jabbar Ahmed. Mustafa Hassan Ahmoud. Matthew Jamamo Agowu. Rabia Akram. Syed Mitafor Alam. Odette Singhi Alawawedi. Wasik Amin. Oliwasin Adibola Abidibi. Numesh Sankar Nadish Silva Jarafa Aradar Daji. Famil Vafing Antonius Mariavas. Adeyemi Olamidi Arawad Sagbi. Deshan Alalanka Aridasa Baldula Wata Gadara. Farhana Begum. Lomtia Beru. Ashiri Tiku Besong. Bini Batatari. Mohammed Marijadalu B. Huayan. Mohammed Mamabador Rob B. Huayan. Rebecca Indumafi Chandra Prakash. Yaquin Chen. Adel Uziman Chowdhury. Puska Dahal. Mina Dade Domko. Ehiji Martins Irabi Wanalu. Mudiaga Joan Ekiki Wanji. Eski Kemba. Abu Rohan Firdous. Henrietta Fumuso Yakvakila. Saka Adi Michel Gansa Mabaku. Vivashri Panama Naba Gadi. Dinu Hada. This one. Yeah. Binu Hada. Who's this? Cassie Hassan. Mohammed Farad Hussain. Mohammed Sahadat Hussain. Shadira Nidigi Maka Igwesi. Oshiru Rita Ighagbodi. Rajaven Indrabalan. Sumeria Iqbal. Mohammed Risu Islam. Mohammed Fakhrul Islam. Shahinul Islam. Elho Jacob. Jibbin Jacob. Mary Ingwe Jam. Rufin. Jobin Johnson. Anu Casey. Manasseh Jannad. Anju Casey. Sasika Budhai Karun Sikara Karuna Nakaya Mudi Sansalaji. Vice-Chancellor, that partially completes the list of students for me to present to you today.
We have a number of distinguished professors at Anglia Ruskin University, and I would like to ask one of them, Professor John Gardner, to address you. Professor Gardner.
This is indeed a wearing a robe at 3 in the afternoon is not usually deemed a sign of great success, but today it is. Your robes symbolise something that takes us back to the clerical origins of universities almost 1,000 years ago, when most scholars were priests or monks. Your robes mean that you'll always be a member of this university, and you join a group of people who have studied with us over the past 150 years. In the past, university was not an option for most people. 200 years ago, there were only 2 universities in England, and few could attend. For women, the situation was worse. Women could not take degrees until the 20th century. These people missed the experiences that you have had. They missed meeting people, they missed having access to an outstanding education, and most importantly, they missed out on being challenged. By far the hardest thing at university is having your mind changed by debate and argument. People generally love their own opinions and hate to be shaken from them. Changing one's mind requires toughness and humility. It's all very well to think that you're brave or bright, but if you're never challenged, how do you know that the things you believe about yourself are actually true? John Milton wrote in his Areopagitica, "I cannot praise a fugitive and cloistered virtue, unexercised and unbreathed, that never sallies out and sees her adversary." Milton asks how anyone can suppose that they actually have a virtue until that virtue has been tested. You never really know who you are until that point. You might think you've got the highest ethical standards until temptation is put your way, or that you're very intelligent. But until you've been through the test, the hardship, the apprenticeship, until you've risked failure, you don't really know who you are. Now, all of you here have taken that difficult path. All of you have engaged in arguments and debates that have changed, sharpened, and enlarged your minds. You've been faced with assignments that have made you think of doing something less difficult. But whatever the struggles, all of you here came through that. You've completed a course that expanded your minds. And whatever you face in the future, there will be no ceiling. What you do next will be varied and boundless. Søren Kierkegaard, the Danish philosopher, said that life can only be understood backwards, but it has to be lived forwards. And that may be true, but in years to come, when you assess how you got to where you are, then this day will be one of the important markers of your journey through life. It's a day of recognition that your efforts paid off. You did not sit back and say to yourself, "I know it all." You kept going and you earned the right to these robes and your new titles. No one can ever take that away from you. Now you have to take the next steps, and that will also mean taking risks. One of the people interred in this wonderful place, along with dignitaries like Catherine of Aragon, Queen of England, is someone called William McGee, former Archbishop of York. He's just over there. He said that a person who makes no mistakes does not usually make anything. To succeed in whatever you will do in the future requires direction, integrity, and a willingness to take risks. You now need to follow your noses and to become the person that you are capable of becoming. Here, this afternoon, as you sit in your finery, we are proud of you and of your family and of your friends who supported you through these degrees. This may be the beginning of your family's relationship with this university, or that relationship may go back generations. But you here, you are our medals, you are our finest work, and you are our greatest achievements. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Gardner. Now come to the final list of those receiving awards today, and once again I call upon Pro-Vice Chancellor and Dean Professor Gary Packham to read the names of those who will be presented from the Lord Ashcroft International Business School.
Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to continue the presentation of students from the Lord Ashcroft International Business School, Globe Education Services. For the award of Master of Business Administration, Nuria Kauser. Asfanya Khan. Mohsin Khan. Mohammed Arifel Islam Khan. Gholam Kibira. Akil Hussain Kunabaf Shamsudan. Hayen Lee. Teo Lee. Esinwani Nadadigoyo Madu. Bimala Majajan. Hindi Oleten Makinwa. Sajib Malik. Anthony Matthew. Mured Mehdi. Jessica Marka Miskalaba. Saif Ahmed Khan Mohammed. Wajid Ahmed Mohammed. Michelle Claudine Mukam Muhando. Yvonne Mutali Mashipi. Rushba Nipani. Francois Niyibi Kawara. Romano Messini Najero. God bless Nisom Nikwan. Dixon Kawabana Nakawan Tabisi. Ti Hong Tam Niguam. Derek Enso Ari. Mohammed Nurazaman. Oluwatoni Tulalupu Odabella. Olanrewaju Dairy Ogonasanya. Patricia Oman Okundur. Edward Ikichukwu Okura. Arinzi Gerald Omeji. Omotola Adiodeji Onifedi. Philip Onekua. Rajesh Kumar Gulabihai Patel. Prashihai Parasotam Bahai Patel. Kavifa Patak. Farhankan Yusuf Khan Pathan. Priyanka Pradeep Patil. Prakash Paul. Farhat Polat. Mohammed Habibur Rahman. Narayan Ranabiat. Izez Akasong Raymond. Sri Gautam Chandra Roy. Hazibul Islam Russell. Nordibek Sajidanov. Asim Shah. Martin Rahul Jr. Shalam. Shelley Sharma. Mohammed Shahriar Sharav. Dimitri Vidyanga Rashanan Silva. Ilfuma Simbo. Alawali Anthony Suarez. Tanisha Sodai. Shemsa Adam Sued. Mohammed Karyal Alam Sumon. Selson Sunny. Ai Nien Fant. Clad Ighimhi Thomas. Ong Mien Fu. Elif Ingi Tuguru. Anvar Tusunov. Mohammed Alim Udin. Arwen Yui Zita Utaga. Peace Chinwendu Uzawuru. Natakan Wanapihesh. Which one? Zatid Zulfikar. For the award Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies, Asmita Dangle. For the award of Bachelor of Science Nursing Adult, Catherine Nazareko. Vice-Chancellor, that completes the list of graduands for me to present to you today.
We're now nearing the end of our ceremony, but first I would like to ask Chidera Igwezi, one of our wonderful new graduates, to come to the podium to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of those receiving awards today. Chidera.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow graduates, it is my pleasure to offer the vote of thanks today from myself and on behalf of all the students graduating at this ceremony. Today's ceremony celebrates the victory of the rigorous and extensive academic training we have acquired here at Anglia Ruskin University, and we could not be more elated that you are present to partake in our joy. This graduation ceremony culminates the academic journey we have embarked on in our respective fields, but also represents the beginning of a crucial phase in our lives, one that confronts us with diverse challenges, opportunities, and life-transforming decisions. However daunting the journey ahead may seem, especially in today's world, we are not fazed by the challenges to be encountered. Rather, we are looking forward with great expectations to effectively harness our innate skills by virtue of the training we have been privileged to receive here at Anglia Ruskin University. It goes without saying that this academic journey would not have been possible without the fantastic and amazing people that surrounded us during our time here, relentlessly providing support, encouragement, and guidance every step of the way. Our sincerest gratitude goes to all the esteemed faculty members, university staff, lecturers, and students' union who exemplify the unique Anglia Ruskin experience that the university is known for, our cherished family and friends, many who were several hundreds of miles away but felt ever so close, and our very dear colleagues who provided us with unforgettable and memorable experiences. Studying at ARU has been more than worthwhile experience, which is certain to affect us for the rest of our lives. The academic rigors as well as extracurricular activities have all formed the deep and insightful learning experiences which each graduate today takes away with them. The excellent education received here is sure to open up several avenues of opportunities in our varying fields, which we are all confident to effectively maximize. The future, they say, belongs to those who are prepared, and there can be no better preparation for the exciting future ahead of us than the one we have received here at Anglia Ruskin University. As we move on from here to pursue our respective callings, we are without doubt that the world, the little niches which we will be privileged to occupy, will be much better off as a result of receiving the touch of one special person, the ARU alumnus. Thank you.
Chidera, thank you. I now call for one final time on the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Michael Thorne.
And now, will all those who have been presented to me here today and have crossed the stage, will you now please stand? By the authority vested in me as Vice-Chancellor, I hereby admit you to the degrees, diplomas and certificates for which you have been presented to me here today. Our warmest congratulations to you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the ceremony, and I declare the proceedings closed. Will you please now all stand for the academic procession?
Thank you.